Hello everyone, this is Dr. Ghazal Ahmed, and in today's class we'll know the introductory part of gonorrhea. Gonorrhea is a sexually transmitted infection. Here the gonos means seeds and the rhoea means flow in Greek language. So it is an STI caused by the bacteria Gonococci. This is Albert Neisser, who discovered the bacteria Neisseria gonorrhoeae, and this helped to understand the disease much better. Earlier it was suggested as a disease by Roman physician Galen, but he mistakenly his understanding was that the exudate coming out is semen. Remember Albert Neisser and his photograph if interested in quizzes. Now let's move back to the disease. In epidemiology, according to community medicine, there is an epidemiological triangle consisting of agent, host, and the environmental factors. The host and the environmental factors are almost same for all STI. The host factor includes the sexually active people, males are more affected, multiple partners, people having multiple partners, those having unprotected intercourse, and the drug addicts. These population are more affected. In environmental factors, the uneducated population or the people of low socioeconomic strata are more affected. The main factor which differentiates all the STI are the agent. Here the agent is the bacteria Gonococci. It is a diplococcus, that means it appears in pairs and it is gram-negative. These are kidney-shaped or bean-shaped diplococci appearing in pairs, and they are non-motile and non-sporing. All the STI, bacteria causing STI, are gram-negative as far as I remember. Their gonococci are obligate aerobes. They are strict pathogens or parasites. Therefore, they die very easily in exudate within 1 to 2 hours. So we will learn something about the structure of gonococci. There is a cell membrane, the pink one. It is the cell membrane that have the penicillin binding proteins. Outer to the cell membrane is the peptidoglycan layer. This layer is thinner than the gram-positive bacteria. Outer to that is the outer membrane. They are made up of outer membrane proteins. Many times these three are together called as trilaminar membrane of gonococci. The outer membrane is made up of a complex of proteins. They are pore, the porins, OPA, the opacity protein, and the RMP, the reduction modifiable protein. The gonococci has small pili or fimbriae made up of protein pilin. And the gonococci contains IgA protease, which helps to cleave the heavy chains of the immunoglobulins of the host. Sometimes it is told to have a pseudocapsule made up of phosphate. Now we'll move on to the pathogenesis of gonorrhea. The gonococci attaches to the outside of the epithelial cells by pili and OPA proteins. The first step is it will adhere and it will colonize on the outside of the epithelial cells, and it will remove all the naturally occurring microbes of the genital tract. Then next step is the invasion, where it invades the epithelial cells by process known as transcytosis, and it will then colonize the subepithelial space. These gonococci are taken up by the macrophages. At all stages, the gonococci releases their proteins, mainly the outer membrane proteins, that includes lipo-oligosaccharides, peptidoglycans, and small vesicles of outer membrane known as OMV, the outer membrane vesicles. These proteins will activate the Toll receptors, Toll-like receptors, which are found on macrophages, the dendritic cells, and the epithelial cells. It also activates the NOD, NOD proteins. NOD stands for nucleotide binding oligomerization domain-like receptors. Now this will release a lot of cytokines and chemokines from the host cells. Two main molecules that are released are interleukin 8 and TNF, the tumor necrosis factor. Interleukin 8 attracts a lot of neutrophils, the PMNL. With this milieu of cytokines and chemokines, there will be a lot of cell damage. The epithelial lining of the urethra or the genital tract will be damaged. Now what will happen, that all the gonococci colonized in the subepithelial space along with the neutrophils and the cytokines and the damaged epithelium will come out as the discharge via the urethra, and this will come out as a purulent discharge of the urethritis or the cervicitis in males and females affected by gonorrhea. So this is roughly the mechanism of pathogenesis of gonorrhea. In 3 stages you have to write: the adhesion, the invasion, and the tissue damage stage. So I hope this will give you a clear idea of how the gonorrhea occurs. There are many videos regarding gonorrhea about clinical features, diagnosis, their complications, treatment, the guidelines of CDC. So please go and watch to have a full concept. Bye for now, and thank you for watching.